the horrific terror attack that unfolded in New Zealand overnight. Not one, but 2 mosques in Christchurch were targeted, the country's worst mass shooting ever.
The Christchurch shooter's specific part of the internet that he came from was a message board called 8chan, and specifically a chunk of 8chan called /pulse.
It's like quite loud banging, like you can actually hear it, like, you know, like something like that.
The total number of people who have died in this horrendous event are 49.
The 15th of March 2019, one of the most, if not the most impacting and disturbing incident in recent history, one that would go on and inspire 6 different mass shootings across the entire world, happened in the east coast of New Zealand, in the city of Christchurch, where 28-year-old Brenton Tarrison Tarrant murdered in cold blood 51 people for no apparent reason, other than having different beliefs. Back in October, I made a video about the Columbine High School massacre and how that incident was inspired by the video game Doom, as the perpetrator behind Columbine, that being Eric Harris, was an avid fan of the game, making several WADs on Doom 2, naming the weapons he used in the shooting like characters found on the Doom novels, and even making a WAD that was a one-on-one recreation of the entire school, that WAD being Realdoom.wad, a place where he would practice his plan over and over until the day it was executed. In that video there was a comment that piqued my interest a lot. In quotes, "I also remember there used to be a Christchurch mosque WAD, but I do not know if it's around anymore." Upon reading that, I went to Google and began my search, and after digging for quite a while, I found it. To my surprise, this WAD for Doom 2 is currently banned because of its extremely racist and hateful content. Because of that, due to the sensibility of this topic, I am putting myself and my channel's integrity in danger. So if you like this type of content, be sure to leave a huge like and let me know down below in the comments section what disturbing Doom WAD or disturbing game I should play next. Because you know, my friends, I always read every single one of your comments. Every single one. Hello guys. Midnight from the future here. I've been trying to upload this video for the past 2 weeks, but YouTube thinks it's very controversial and disturbing, so yeah, please leave a like, that would be fantastic, thank you. With that being said, let's download the WAD file from this banned site, drag it into GC Doom, and dive straight back into hell. But before we get into this madness, this video was sponsored by Manscaped. I think we can all agree that the ultimate male fantasy is to have a beard as majestic as Kratos. Yet, to reach this level, the basics must be covered. It's not only about growing your beard and hope for the best, but taking good care of it with the most premium-like grooming products that money can buy. This is where Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0 makes its triumphant entrance. It comes with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, which will give you the most comfortable shave you will ever have thanks to its new skin-safe and LED technology. The Weed Whacker 2.0 to get rid of those bloody nose hairs. And last but certainly not least, oil and deodorant for your balls.
What?
Taking care of your beard is just as important as taking care down there.
Take me to him! Come on! Go, 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 go!
With that being said, be sure to click the link down below in the description to get 20% off plus free international shipping by using code MIDNIGHT at checkout.
I understand.
Special thanks to Manscaped for sponsoring this video, and I really hope you enjoy. Sometime between 2019 and 2020, an anonymous user posted this for the internet to see: Christchurch.wad, a WAD for Doom 2 where you play and recreate the events at the Al-Noor Mosque and Linwood Islamic Center. I want to clarify something before I begin. This WAD for Doom 2 was not created by Brenton Tarrison Tarrant, but by another person entirely, unlike Eric Harris's alleged Realdoom.wad where he made an exact copy of his school to rehearse his plan and come up with a strategy, Brenton did none of that. And this WAD for Doom 2 was simply created by another person that had too much time on his hands. But anyways, let's see what this game is all about. New game and ultra violence because you know how I rock. Huh. Okay.
Remember lads, subscribe to PewDiePie. Remember lads, subscribe to PewDiePie. Remember lads, subscribe to PewDiePie.
I still remember this like if it was yesterday. I arrived home from college, got a meal and got into my PC right away. You know, your typical day when you live with your parents. When all of a sudden, a friend of mine started freaking out about what was happening and sent a link to our group chat. A link that sent me to a live stream of someone getting out of a car with a shotgun and shooting directly at a multitude of people while saying, "Subscribe to PewDiePie." That was the first thing I saw of the live stream. And the last, as I cannot stand that kind of thing. I later knew that the livestream was taken down multiple times from multiple websites, yet the whole thing was livestreamed on Facebook, the entire 29 minutes of it. The video was spread around so fast that Facebook had to delete over 1.5 million mirror videos from its platform. I guess this is the whole map. I mean, I cannot go to the street. I can run this way, but there's nothing we can... Okay, yeah, this is the whole map. There's nothing else to do here. And there are 9 monsters and 0 secrets, if you guys wanted to know. Okay, I'm gonna go around the structure to see if there's something else we can see. Because the only thing I'm hearing is guys screaming, music, and that's all. Now that I think about it, what is this guy holding in its hand? I can't seem to make the shape of it. It's just too weird. What the hell? This guy wasn't here before. Also, what is he saying? I do not understand. Well, after researching this topic for quite some time, I do have an answer to this. When Tarrant arrived to the Al-Nur Mosque, he shot in cold blood 42 worshippers inside the building, killing all 42 of them in the span of several minutes. After he ran out of ammunition, he went back outside to his car to get another rifle, and right beside it laid an injured woman, who he shot before riding away to his second target, that being the Linwood Islamic Center. But let's go back in time and ask ourselves this simple question. Why? Why did Tarrant did all of this? Well, contrary to what the media wants you to believe, which is that the reason Tarrant did all of this falls into the shoulders of violent video games like PUBG. I'm not even kidding. Tarrant's reason for this heinous act was none other than a deep hatred to immigrants and the idea that Europe is currently facing an all-out invasion carried by Muslims. I'm going inside. There's a guy here, 3 guys here. I can't seem to open the doors. And there's a guy that hasn't stopped screaming. Minutes before the attack began, Tarrant posted on 8chan a 70+ page manifesto, which he called The Great Replacement, where he described his reasoning behind this act. This path of impending doom began on April of 2017, where he traveled through Western Europe, where in a span of 2 years, a certain chain of events happened that changed his perspective for the worse. The murder of an 11-year-old Swedish girl, the 2017 France presidential elections, and a trip to France itself, where he described was so devoid of its own culture, and that the French people had become a minority on their own land, their identity and culture diminished by immigration. Tarrant described his emotions as swinging between fuming rage and suffocating despair. In quotes, "My despair turned to shame, my shame to guilt, my guilt to anger, and my anger to rage." I guess this is the whole map. This is the entire thing. I haven't gone here to the back. Of course, there's absolutely nothing here. Would you stop, please, doing that noise? Now, I could just go on and explain the entirety of the 70+ page manifesto, but if I did that, this video would be hours long. So, what I want you to understand is that Tarrant, in a span of a couple of years and several trips to different countries and continents, deranged himself into being obsessed with two things: race and historic conflict. Now, I'm Mexican, and the only place I've ever been to other than Mexico is the United States. And truth be told, I've never understood why some people have such a big problem if someone looks different than themselves or have different beliefs. I believe that if someone is not damaging anyone in any way, they should be left alone. Because at the end of the day, even if we look different, speak different, and think different, we are all humans, and we all pee and poo the same way. The level states that there are 9 monsters in it, and well, here they are. What the hell is happening here? Also, it may not seem like it, but I have the feeling that some of the sprites featured in this map are real-life images of dead people turned into sprites. I have no way of proving it, but some of these sprites just feel too real. Other than that, the map has nothing else going for it, with the exception of the 9 monsters we can find inside the mosque, that are, of course, Muslims you are supposed to kill. After reading the manifesto, I finally found why the media blamed violent video games on this act, and to be honest, it's really stupid. In quotes, Spyro Year of the Dragon taught me about ethno-nationalism, while Fortnite trained me to be a killer and floss in the corpses of my enemies. At first, I couldn't believe what I was reading, but this is real. Tarrant's manifesto is up there with Eric Harris's journal. It's some of the most insane and narcissistic pieces of human insight you will ever read. And if I had to describe it with one word, that would be unhinged. But I guess that's it. You cannot open the door. You can't do anything. Oh, this WAD for Doom 2 has nothing. It's just an empty space made to immortalize what Tarrant did in 2019. And to whoever took the time and effort to make this, why? Just why? Other than this being edgy for edginess sake, I see no reason why this should ever exist. And well, this is the end for this WAD for Doom 2. Or is it? To understand the scope of this act, we must know that up to this point in time, New Zealand had experienced acts of terror as an spectator to other countries, rather than living it itself. And this single act, which lasted for 30 minutes, was the single largest loss of life to terror in its history. And worst thing of all is that this act inspired 6 different mass shootings across the world. 9 days after the attack, a mosque at Escondido, California was set on fire. A month after the attack, a mass shooting took place in Poway, California, with the perpetrator being a member of the HN's Paul board. The 2019 El Paso Walmart shooting was also inspired by Christchurch, with the perpetrator posting his manifesto on HN's Paul board before the attack. The Beirum, Norway shooter, with the perpetrator streaming his attack on Facebook and referred to Tarrant as a saint, and the shooters behind the El Paso and Poway shootings as heroes. Man, ¿qué vergas le pasa a esta pinche página toda puta culera, wey? Because of the impact of this incident, the New Zealand government gravely penalizes anyone who distributes the video of the mosque online, up to a $15,000 fine and 14 years of prison. So, in case you wondered why I didn't show the video, this is why. And also, if I could show it, I wouldn't. That's just sick, man. Dude, I just do not know what to say. Se pasan de lanza. Les vale verga. Pero bueno, este es el final del video. ¿O será? Hello my friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and if you did, do not forget to leave a huge like and a comment for the algorithm gods. Be sure to click the link down below if you're interested on Manscaped. If you support them, then you will be supporting me. Have an awesome day my friends, and stay safe. Adios. Bye. Hello, my beautiful patrons, it's that time of the day once again. Huge shout out to Tieb, Kyan Correas, Jude Cole, Sepera, Trevor Jack Hester, TJ Richards, Lone Grey Jedi, Lion Hunter 743, Dan the Man, Romney Hasagawa, Frankosaurus, Cody D. Loner, Jakufumu, Stephen M. Repcorn, Megaton, George, Unknown User 0, and Florian Habloads. Thank you so much, my friends. I really do appreciate it. Bye.